What is going on, guys? Welcome to a new vlog. Today we had a big shipment of drinks. So I decided that I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I make millions and millions and millions of dollars a year. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. But I made $203,000 extra by selling these. Isn't it so cool? So if you're a gym owner, you gotta get you some fridges. You gotta get you a wholesaling account, Muscle Foods. Use code Roman to get 20%. No, I'm just messing with you. And all you gotta do is literally just buy drinks, man. So easy. They ship them to you. You unload, put it up here, start making money. Yeah. But yeah, we got some Alani's. I don't know if you guys know, but Alani just actually sold for a ridiculous amount of money. So they actually came up with a few different flavors. I think they repackaged their stuff a little bit different. So we decided to bring them back. On top of this, we have Bum. Bum just got, they're coming out with like new different flavors every other month, it seems like. This is our brand newest one. And I'm actually really excited to try. I'm gonna give it a try today. Hard to kill. Just kind of like give you guys a little insight. These, I think each one realistically costs like about $1.50. It could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less. And here at Roman Empire Gym, we sell them for $4.99 plus tax. Why? Because we can. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you know? Oh, George, you're too expensive. Don't buy it. Very simple. Bring your own shit, you know? But for the rest of the people that like the convenience and they want to pay a little extra, we're here. I got you. I'll take your $5 plus tax. And now we're gonna be putting all this stuff up here. We'll show you guys how beautiful this is gonna look in 3, 2, 1. Done. Look at how beautiful this looks. Fully stocked up, brand new flavors. We got Ghost, 3D, the new 3D. This one right here is probably my favorite one out of all the 3D ones, Cucumber Lemon. I really like it a lot. And yeah, we got some raw protein, lean body, Rise, Ghost, Bum, more Bum, Rise, Waters. Yeah, we got it all. But one of the questions that I get asked a lot is, how do you know what kind of products to put in there? It's actually quite simple. You just go into the actual gym floor and you ask people, hey, what kind of energy drinks would you guys would like to see here at the front, right? Or just keep an eye out, like what are people drinking whenever they walk in, right? I do keep up with a lot of these companies just to see what kind of flavors they're bringing in. I always want to be on top of that just because I like being one of the first few gyms to carry some of their brand new things, right? Like 3D, not a lot of gyms have to do right now. So just being able to offer that to members that are kind of like curious, we got them, you know? But that's just 3D. Like there's this other Ghost one that just came out, the iced tea lemonade. I haven't tried it, but I'm gonna probably try it tomorrow. I'm addicted to this stuff. So I actually buy them for me. So you guys are funding my addiction of energy drinks or just caffeine in general. But yeah. Hey, you know what? While I have you guys here, let's go inside the gym floor. Yeah? Want to show them around, Jonathan? We're going to show them around. This is the gym floor. Yeah, that's it. That's all we have. Over $1 million worth of equipment. Look at this, Jonathan. All right, that's it, bro. Cut, man. Alrighty, guys. So today is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays, usually we do maintenance. It's maintenance day at Roman Empire Gym. I like to kind of like go in there, check all the machines, make sure that everything is working, cardio equipment and all that stuff. And today we're actually doing maintenance on the AC units because it's getting really, really hot out here in Houston, Texas. So we want to make sure that everything is working. We're going to make sure that our members are, getting what they're paying for, which is an AC facility. Back in my old spot, it was just a strict, just warehouse. There was no AC, so it was really, really hot. But yeah, brand new AC units. I actually bought those at the beginning of this year. We spent $48,000 on 5 brand new units, which actually wasn't that bad. That was the cheapest quote I got. There were some quotes that were going upwards of pretty close to $80,000, which is insane. But we always want to make sure we get a couple of quotes. And it was for the same units too, which was crazy. One of the things that I get asked a lot actually is, how much does it cost to operate something this big? So Roman Empire Gym is 27,000 square feet. That is divided into the gym floor, and then the office space has 2 floors, and it's pretty big, a lot bigger than our old spot. Our old spot was around 6,000 square feet. So, this thing is massive compared to that. And I guess just people get curious, how much does it actually cost to operate something like this? And right now, we're sitting around $80,000 a month. The goal is to cut back on that as much as possible, just because we want to make sure that, we're maximizing our profits. We want to make sure that we're maximizing our spending. And I think that $80,000 for something like this, it's a little too much, right? So what makes up for all of that? And that includes obviously the property itself, taxes, insurance, not just for the building, but for the business as well too. That includes payroll. Payroll is probably one of the highest ones. Right now we're spending around $32,000 a month on employees, which, it's like, that's one of the things that I don't want to cut back on, because I do like not having to be here at all, and just kind of like having it where we have systems and we have people, and everything is just operating, right? My goal is to make sure that I am not so involved with as I was before. I like my freedom. I like being able to move around, do different things. Like the second project that we're working on, that's been very time consuming. So I want to make sure that I can spend more time doing those things than having to spend them here. So yeah, we can't cut back on that. And then we have supplies. Supplies is crazy. And then we have maintenance. Like, all that maintenance stuff is super expensive to do. Like fixing gym equipment, if something breaks, cardio equipment, maintenance on the actual building itself too. Like, we had like a roof leak, so we had to spend a pretty penny on getting that fixed. Let me switch hands real quick. This one's getting tired. But yeah, no, it's expensive. So we're spending about $80,000 a month right now. Last year, it was actually worse than that, because we were spending close to $100,000 a year because of all the new equipment that we were bringing in. Gym equipment is super expensive. So we're getting to the point where it's like, we're so full of equipment, like there's really not much I can add in there at this point that would truly make a difference. So we cut back on that a lot. So this year, the goal is to make sure that we're maximizing what's coming in, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of people get so caught up on the gross, yearly revenue, and it can be a very, very high number, but the amount of money that the company could actually be keeping could be very, very small. So or at least I'm just trying to be more mindful of that, not trying to blow up so much the number at the end of the year, but just being able to actually keep, majority of the money that's coming in, because yeah, I just want to make sure that we're nailing, things down like that, especially now that we're transitioning to now having 2 spots. I want to make sure that this one's healthy, this one's good, and that the new spot, I want to make sure that it operates on its own without having to pull money from this current one, right? And if we do have to pull money from this one, especially at the beginning, then I want to make sure that it's not affecting anything. And I feel like right now we're doing a pretty good job. I think we just started doing this back in February, where we actually kind of like sat down, we looked at all of our expenses, and we're like, okay, we can cut back on this, we can come back on that. And equipment was one of those things that made a huge difference. It was like pretty close to $20,000 a month on just equipment alone. And there's, right now, the whole gym equipment thing is like crazy. They're literally coming out with machines to do like very random things, It's, yeah, that's a whole nother like conversation. that's a whole nother thing. I miss the days where it was just like a barbell and a squat rack, you know, that's all you needed. Right now there's like so many like new machines coming out every other month, it seems like. But you know, I think it's good. I just feel like it's getting a little crazy. I know you guys probably feel the same way too. There's actually a lot of gyms that are popping up. I know there's a few in Dallas, massive facilities. They got a bunch of crazy equipment in there, and I think the equipment is good. But something that I tell gym owners all the time is you have to build a community. You have to build a brand. I feel like equipment can be bought. You know, like somebody can replicate this or my gym in a way that they can literally buy the exact same equipment. They could even have the same facility, same size and everything. But one of the things that you can't replicate is the brand, right? The community that you build. So if you're just starting out, or maybe you own a smaller gym and one day your goal is to expand, you have to start building the community right now, because that's something that can't be replicated. You can't purchase that. That's something that literally has to be built from the ground up. So focus on that. You know, more likes, more Instagram views and all that stuff, that doesn't matter. People don't really care about that. That's cool for like social media presence and brand awareness and all that stuff, but you have to take care of the people that are actually showing up, members that are actually paying, you know, to be at your facility. But yeah, just wanted to kind of like throw some of that stuff out there, you know, because I do get DMs a lot. I get a lot of DMs, and it's hard to hop on phone calls with every gym owner that pops up. That's the reason why I'm doing these videos, so that way they can have something to look at, and maybe I answer some of their questions, you know. And one of the biggest questions that I would normally get is, how much does it cost to operate Roman Empire Gym? And yeah, $80,000 right now. I feel like we can bring that down closer to the $70,000 if we remove a few things, which we more than likely will, and we go over those things, you know, once we actually make them happen. But we can cut back a little bit more. But focus on your profits. Don't focus so much how much money you're actually making. Focus on how much money you're actually keeping. All right? But yeah, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you haven't, and you live around the Houston area, come check out Roman Empire Gym. You won't be disappointed, all right? Until next time, peace.